Welcome back. Now that we've just covered exactly how to rebuild your functional leg strength right from the comfort of your living room, it's time to actually take those fresh legs outside. Because let's be honest, walking is the absolute cornerstone of the Florida retirement lifestyle. Whether it is a morning neighborhood stroll or a sunset walk along the beach, you walk religiously to stay healthy and active. But despite all of those good intentions, I hear a very frustrating reality from my patients down here every single week. They go out for what is supposed to be a healthy morning walk, but they return home with a throbbing lower back, aching knees, and hips that feel incredibly stiff. It is incredibly discouraging. Most people assume this pain is just an unavoidable part of getting older, or that their joints simply can't handle the hard pavement anymore. But I am here to tell you today that you are not hurting because of your age. You are hurting because of your mechanics. Without even realizing it, you are likely committing 7 distinct mechanical walking mistakes. These invisible errors are taking what should be a healing activity and turning it into a joint-damaging collision. But to understand why your daily neighborhood stroll is secretly damaging your body, we first have to look under the skin to see the violent reaction happening every time your foot hits the pavement.
To see that violent reaction happening under the skin, we first have to redefine what walking actually is. From a medical standpoint, walking is essentially a series of controlled falls. Every time you take a step, you are throwing your body weight forward and then catching yourself. When your mechanics are correct, this is a smooth, gliding motion. But when your mechanics are slightly off, you are no longer gliding, you are repeatedly dropping your entire body weight onto a solid, unforgiving slab of concrete. In biomechanics, we call the human body a kinetic chain. Just like this metal chain, if I shake the very bottom link, that vibration travels violently all the way to the top. Every single time your foot hits the Florida pavement, a force equal to 1.5 times your body weight shoots straight up from your heel. If you are making any of the 7 walking mistakes we are about to cover, that massive force bypasses your muscles completely. It travels up the ankle, rattles the knee, and explodes directly into your lower back. This kinetic shock wave is the exact reason you come back from a healthy 30-minute walk feeling stiff, sore, and completely drained. You are literally battering your own bones and cartilage with thousands of microscopic hammer strikes. But here's the incredible news. You can stop this chain reaction today. By fixing your walking mechanics, we can force your muscles to wake up and act as your body's natural shock absorbers, catching that weight before it ever touches your joints. Walking is the best medicine in the world for the human body, but only if we ensure your foundation is perfectly aligned to handle the impact. We are going to fix those 7 mistakes right now, grouping them into 3 simple protocols that you can use on your very next stroll. Now that you can physically see how this kinetic shock wave is battering your joints, we need to rebuild your walking stride from the top down, starting with the first 3 mistakes that ruin your posture. Now that you can physically see how this kinetic shock wave is battering your joints, we need to rebuild your walking stride from the top down, starting with the first 3 mistakes that ruin your posture. Mistake number 1 is what I call the turtle posture. You are spending your entire 30-minute walk looking straight down at your own feet. I completely understand why you do this. You are terrified of tripping on an uneven crack in the sidewalk or a raised tree root. It is a defense mechanism. But the human head weighs about 10 to 12 pounds. When you drop your chin, you pull your cervical spine completely out of alignment. To keep you from falling forward, your lower back muscles have to clamp down in a constant, agonizing spasm. And this forward pitch instantly triggers mistake number 2, the shuffle. Because you are looking at the ground, your brain tells your body to take short, choppy, dragging steps. When you shuffle, you turn off your powerful thigh muscles. Your bones end up taking 100% of the impact with every single tiny step. We are going to fix both of these errors instantly with Protocol 1, the Horizon Stride. It starts by simply lifting your chin. The next time you walk, I want you to pick a target about 20 feet ahead of you, a mailbox, a stop sign, or a palm tree, and keep your eyes on it. Your peripheral vision will still catch any uneven cracks in the sidewalk. The moment you lift your gaze to the horizon, your spine instantly realigns. That crushing, burning pressure in your lower back simply melts away because your head is finally balanced perfectly over your shoulders. Now, with your chest open and your head up, I want you to consciously lift your toes and take a slightly longer step. Stop shuffling and start striding. But as you lengthen your stride, we run into the third massive mistake, and it is entirely unique to the Florida lifestyle: your footwear. Flat beach slip-ons or casual loafers might be easy to slide on by the front door, but they offer absolutely zero shock absorption. They actually amplify the jarring force traveling up your leg. You wouldn't drive your car on the highway with completely flat tires. You cannot walk on concrete without proper suspension. You must upgrade to a dedicated walking shoe. You need something with a structured arch and a thick, supportive heel drop to catch that initial pavement strike. Watch the mechanics change. When you wear the right armor, the shoe takes the beating so your joints don't have to. The shock wave is neutralized the moment you touch the ground. When you combine the right shoe with your eyes on the horizon and a lengthened step, you have mastered the Horizon Stride. You look confident, you feel taller, and your body is finally moving the way it was designed to. You have transformed a jarring, painful shuffle into a smooth, therapeutic glide. You are protecting your spine and utilizing your muscles. By lifting your gaze and fixing your foundation, you've instantly taken the crushing pressure off your lower back, but we still need to fix the exact moment your foot connects with the concrete.
By lifting your gaze and fixing your foundation, you've instantly taken the crushing pressure off your lower back, but we still need to fix the exact moment your foot connects with the concrete. This brings us to mistake number 4, the flat foot slap. Because you might feel unsteady or because of stiff ankles, you stop using your foot like a natural shock absorber. Instead of rolling, you drop your entire foot flat against the pavement all at once. When that solid slab of bone hits the solid slab of concrete, pure, unmitigated shock shoots directly up into the kneecap. Your foot is a brilliant piece of engineering. It is designed to act like a curved rocking chair, not a flat board. We fix this with the first half of Protocol 2, the momentum roll. The next time you step, I want you to intentionally strike the ground softly with your heel first and physically roll your weight all the way through to your big toe. Heel, roll, toe. Heel, roll, toe. It might feel a little exaggerated at first, but you are turning your foot back into the natural mechanical spring it was meant to be. But your feet are only half of the momentum equation, which brings us to mistake number 6, the zombie walk. Take a look at your arms next time you are out for a stroll. Many seniors lock their arms straight down by their hips, barely moving them to conserve energy. But when your arms are pinned, your upper body cannot counterbalance your lower body. That means your hips and your lower spine are forced to violently twist and overwork with every single step just to keep you moving forward. Your arms are actually your body's engine. We need to complete the momentum roll by adding the opposite arm swing. Let your shoulders drop. Put a soft, natural bend in your elbows. Now, as your left foot steps forward, let your right arm swing naturally forward. Let them act as pendulums. Look at the miraculous relief inside the body. The moment your arms start swinging, they take over the rotational work. The twisting strain on your lower back and hips is completely, instantly eliminated. When you combine the heel-to-toe roll with that gentle arm swing, you stop fighting gravity and start using it. You aren't forcing your body forward anymore, you are gliding.
You have created a perfect kinetic flow. The shock is absorbed by the foot, the momentum is driven by the arms, and your fragile knee and hip joints simply go along for a free, painless ride. That stiffness and exhaustion you usually feel halfway through your walk, it vanishes because you are finally walking with the mechanical efficiency you were designed for. You now have the perfect momentum and a pain-free stride. But if you don't adjust for the unique Florida environment, you might undo all this hard work before you even finish your walk.
You now have the perfect momentum and a pain-free stride, but if you don't adjust for the unique Florida environment, you might undo all this hard work before you even finish your walk. This brings us to mistake number 5, which often happens when we get tired, the stiff leg swing. As you fatigue, it is tempting to just lock your knees completely straight. But remember that kinetic shock wave we talked about? When you lock your knee, you are basically walking on stilts. You completely turn off your thigh muscles, forcing the delicate knee cartilage to take 100% of the impact. We correct this with the first half of Protocol 3, the environment glide. You must consciously maintain a micro-bend in your knees, keeping them soft and unlocked. By simply keeping your joints soft, your muscles act like a high-end suspension system, catching the weight of your body and completely protecting the bone. But even with soft knees, Florida offers one final massive temptation that can ruin your joints. Mistake number 7, the sand trap. Walking barefoot on the beach sounds incredibly therapeutic, but if you already have joint pain or weakness, deep, dry sand is one of the most dangerous surfaces you can possibly walk on. Dry sand constantly shifts beneath your weight. With every step, your ankle and your knee are forced to violently twist and overcorrect just to keep you upright, causing massive structural strain. You don't have to give up the beach, you just have to choose the right terrain. Skip the dry dunes and walk right down by the waterline on the hard, wet-packed sand. The wet sand gives you a flat, firm foundation. Your ankles don't roll, your knees stay aligned, and you can safely enjoy the ocean breeze without torturing your ligaments. Keep your knees soft, stick to the flat paved trails in your neighborhood or the hard-packed sand at the beach, and your body will reward you with miles of pain-free movement. By keeping your joints soft and choosing the right terrain, you have successfully eliminated all 7 walking traps that were secretly holding you back. By keeping your joints soft and choosing the right terrain, you have successfully eliminated all 7 walking traps that were secretly holding you back. And that means something incredible for your daily life. It means you no longer have to dread your morning exercise. You never again have to accept that deep, throbbing ache in your lower back or knees as simply a normal part of getting older. Let's look at your brand new stride. Your eyes are on the horizon, perfectly aligning your spine. Your foot rolls smoothly to absorb the shock, and your swinging arms act as your engine to effortlessly propel you forward. Walking truly is the most powerful medicine in the world for the human body, but only when we respect our mechanics. You haven't just learned a few tips today, you have completely rebuilt your foundation. Tomorrow morning, when you step out into that beautiful Florida sunshine, I want you to feel the difference. You are no longer fighting gravity or pounding your joints into the pavement. Your kinetic chain is finally working in perfect harmony. The shock is completely absorbed by your muscles, leaving your delicate knee cartilage and your lower back entirely protected and pain-free. You have taken back control of your mobility. You can explore your neighborhood, walk the beach, and simply enjoy your active retirement without ever second-guessing your own strength. Thank you for letting me join you today. Keep those eyes on the horizon, keep moving, and most importantly, enjoy every single pain-free step. You have absolutely earned it.